Alright, and we are back. We are in a different part of Blight of the swamp that you're normally. We're actually not far from where we met Sigmar, only we're over at where the tree root is, so it's not that far. It's actually we're kind of a little behind where he is. But if you go up the tree root, you'll find here which you get a plank shield, but more specifically a hidden door with a chest. But that's not all that hides before this. Before we get some twin humanities, but also there's yet another hidden door, which if we go down this path, there'll actually be a bonfire for you, and with that you'll have entered the Great Hollow. This is actually leading to where our next destination is, as well as probably one of the a place that has probably one of the coolest looking secret areas of the game. That, again, it's an entirely optional place for you to go, but it's so worth going. Trust me on that, it's so cool. So basically, one thing I like about the Great Hollow is just how much you can worry, like the many optional paths, the branching paths you can go to, and kind of exploring this place. And you could pretty much there's so many shortcuts you could take throughout this place that you could just skip. And yet again, like, there's branching paths everywhere, so you're not forced to take the single route. You can if you want, but you'll probably miss something. Then it's much more fun kind of doing the parkour way, which is, make insane jump to point A. And seeing where exactly the limitations are of what you can and can't get away with. Like what I'm doing, sort of. Hello! Lost those souls, though. I lost the souls, but you know what? That was actually pretty cool. That was actually kind of cool. Like, I found a rail and I grinded down it. That was pretty awesome. I'll take dying over that. Well, either way, souls there. One thing as well that is very cool about this place is there are apparently a ton of crystal lizards all over the place. So if you're in need of twinkling titanite. Why I can't say that, I don't know. This is a good place, and as you can see, there is a cursed statue, because the sole enemy of the one main enemy of this place are the basilisks again. Our basilisks. I should probably get out of that cloud because it does inflict curse, and as we know, I'm very terrible in terms of dealing with curse. But generally they're not hard, and I should really get Howl's Ring back just so I can have that extra mobility. But one thing for sure about the Basilisks, for sure, well, yeah. Pretty much we get to deal with those guys again. Yay! But they are a good source of grinding for the Eyes of Death item if you're joining the Covenant involving them, which I'll explain to that. I'll mention them later. I guess while I'm heading down here, I guess I should mention a bit more of the Four Kings. Basically, they were kings that, again, as the Soul Shard mentioned, they were known for their foresight, basically, and were rewarded as such by Lord Gwyn. However, they were the rulers of New Londo, which was apparently a very advanced and very cultural place before, well, the Four Kings became Wraiths, such. But the reason as such is they were confronted by a primordial serpent who waved the art of life drain in front of them, which allowed them to suck humanity from other such beings. That was incredibly risky. So pretty much that is what happened to make them created them what they are. Basilisk. You can actually make some drops if you want. I believe a few of these holes will just lead to death, or you could just take that ladder. Just trying to see what my options are. Like, basilisk right here. Alright, so pretty much we're about and down here we're pretty much about halfway down, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. It's easier to recognize where you are once you're. It's kind of easier to remember when you. I think I actually am kind of halfway down because I'm meeting more of those basilisks now. But there is one way you'll know when you're pretty much at the bottom. Yeah, oh god, yeah, I'm totally close to the bottom because there's mushrooms everywhere. That is your main real hint if you know you've made it to near the bottom is when you start seeing mushrooms, and there's a good reason I'm kind of apprehensive about that. You'll soon see. As I take probably the most obscure shortcut in the world. But yes, mushroom people! Like, I think they're called the mushroom children, like mushroom children or something. I don't really know. But these little bastards are... It's really that guy right there. I think it's the mushroom parent or something. They are horrible! Oh god, no. They will completely destroy your face if you're not careful. The fact that there are 3 of them is gonna make this quite hard. The children are not bad. It's the parents that you want to be frightened of because literally, I'll be honest, I've had runs in which I've been hit once by these guys and they just destroy my face. Not only that, but they tend to have a lot of health. So, this is one of those times in which you want to just take them out as quickly as possible, as well as being very, very careful. Because, oh dear god, things can go so wrong fighting them. And not only that, but that punch of theirs has like ridiculously good reach, and they can combo it. Like that is their way of getting to you, basically, is that punch. And you don't want to be on the receiving end of that punch either. But that said, we kind of handled that easily, so no problems there. And now to possibly one of my favorite places, beyond this fog gate. And so, I welcome you to Ash Lake. Wait a minute. There's people from Katarina over there. And apparently one of them is laying down. We should go investigate, actually. One thing you'll notice right now, there is a Hydra here. He's much harder than the one you fought in the dark route. So, we've met both Sigmar and Sigling. So yes, we've met. Sigmar has met the end of his adventure. For all the times we've helped him out, he's finally lost hope of his own skill. And so came down here to Ash Lake, where he went hollow on his final adventure in Sigling, putting her father down. Such is the life in Lordran. Sigmar's story is sadly not one that can be made into... Sigmar's is not of a story that can be made a happy one. For no matter what you do, he will die. Either in the ruins of Lost Izalith, where you at least die a hero, or die here, gone fully hollow, murdered at the hands of his daughter once more. So pretty much we've pretty much lost most of our friends, our teacher. And yet that is not all. And yet, here we are now. the land in the Ash Lake at the bottommost part of the world. Where pretty much this is a rumor of where people worship worship the dragon still, in the attempt to become dragons themselves. More so, we need to get this bastard Hydra come over. He's kind of he's kind of finicky to fight due to his habit he has more of a huge habit of slipping away than anyone else. Unlike the other Hydra, this guy has an unfortunate habit of kind of evading you. He'll kind of move away if you try to scoot back. So you almost have to hug the shoreline just in order for him to appear. Yeah. I should just use magic and just cheese him out. But melee is kind of the more traditional route to deal with this bastard. So you know what? Magic! Oh, you turd! You are a horrible person. I hate this Hydra for this reason. You can literally never get him to stay put. He will ask to move, basically. That's how he feels. That's how he feels justified. It's like, I must move everywhere. So I'm going to destroy you right now with some dark magic, you bastard. Alright, and with that we get two dragon scales, which that at least allows us to upgrade our weapon once more. Around here, I believe, is another set of dragon scales. Actually, some more dragon scales. Alright. Yeah, we got an extra one, so we can upgrade our weapon some more. This is pretty much the one place where you can find dragon scales all over the place, because this is the grinding spot this is the place for dragon scales. Unfortunately, the cult members for the Dragon Covenant, which is actually, this is the place that is hiding that covenant. The members of the said covenant bring dragon scales in order to learn the keys of immortality. However, wanting to be the more immortal out of everyone, they started to kill each other for their dragon scales. So we're kind of seeing pretty much what's left of some of their members and kind of reaping the reward of their own deaths. And another enemy that is also here, on top of, like, evil mushroom people and basilisks. Demon clams, once again. God, do I hate these clams. I hate demon clams so much. They are the worst ever. Bastards caused me to die as Seath. Or, no, Seath. Nah. And unfortunately, I will say these guys are probably one of the only sources you can actually grind. These are probably the only enemies I know of, other than the crystal lizards. These are actually the only respawnable enemies that can actually not only give you a good source of twinkling titanite, but also purging stones if you're so desiring them. You know, if you're having problems getting cursed, they're pretty much your source, which is annoying because these guys are evil. Oh, another corpse over here. I don't know this whole place. I've never explored Ash Lake as much as I have most of the game, so we'll explore. Ooh, another dragon scale. That is fantastic to find out. How much do I have? I have 6 now. Wait. Okay, I know Homer boning right now is lazy, but I need to figure this out because I think I may actually have enough. I might actually have enough to upgrade my weapon finally. So I got the 2. Oh, I need 4,000 souls. Wait. Do I have? I have souls. Wait, souls. Where's some souls? Soul Large Warrior, Brave Warrior, give me. Yes! Oh my god. I'm rather happy because now we have the Moonlight Greatsword to +5 fully. It has been completely upgraded, and thus we now have a complete S. We have an S scaling and intelligence for it now, so it does even more damage. Oh, this is amazing. I think this is the first time I've actually. I think this is one of the few dragon weapons I've ever acquired that I've actually +5 fully. I think the only other time has been the weapon you get for cutting off Priscilla's tail, which is the Priscilla's dagger. A very good dagger if you can actually manage to cut her tail off. But either way, we're going to continue onwards to exploring Ash Lake. These dunes are somehow retardedly huge. And, oh, I forgot the clams still show up. See if I can avoid. See if I can avoid them as much as I can because I don't like these clams at all. Horrible clams. And a giant skull. Actually, I've never noticed that skull before. Is that a dragon skull? I don't know. Yes, demon clam. Ignore me. Ignore Voltaire. Voltaire is not your enemy. I will say with the Hydra, there is a fun little thing you can do. Is if you keep running like this direction, it will actually try to chase you, in probably the most spectacular manner possible. And that's so cool that nothing I can actually describe will give it proper justice. So, if I get the chance and if I end up doing another run of Dark Souls, which I'm probably going to because I actually kind of like this game, I'll show you guys what you can actually. I'll show you that actual chase scene with the Hydra. It's really cool. Fortunately, right here we have yet another clam hiding, trying to play possum and well, make us think we don't see it. Let's see how much damage this thing does now. Oh my god, 448 damage on the shockwave alone. That is just pure beautiful. Love it. Can't wait to see how much damage I'll be doing on this with just normal melee swings when I'm not just using magic. But pretty much we are slowly getting to a more remote part of the lake, kind of their sinuous route, with some good reason, of course. Stupid clam. I hate those clams. They're annoying. I believe that tree over there. Yeah, that tree we passed. There's a certain route you can take to get allows you to get a miracle. It's not the direct one. You have to kind of take a more detourish route. But since I'm not focused on miracles with this guy, I'm probably not going to go after it. Just not now, at least. Probably on a different person, I'll show you how to get it. And it's kind of a useful miracle if you want it. If you're having trouble with the Four Kings and you're running Faith, that is a good miracle to kind of use because it works in your favor slightly. But over here, we've met a very remote area with kind of a familiar image we saw in the very beginning intro. If we approach it, we meet the stone. This is the stone dragon. Probably the only remaining everlasting dragon alive. You can forge a covenant with him in which you will learn the arts of turning into a dragon to transcend life, basically. And one thing about this dragon that is kind of cool, this guy is immortal. You can't actually kill him, nor will he actually ever attack you, which is kind of cool because, just like every other dragon, you can cut off his tail and acquire pretty much a very good sword for strength builds, which will get you the Dragon Greatsword. Which, just a bit of lore, is this sword, one of the rare dragon weapons, came from the tail of the stone dragon of Ash Lake, descendant of the ancient dragons. Its great mystical power can be released when wielded in two hands. With two hands. Ugh. So yes, pretty much if you want to a lot of people tend to use the stone dragon as a good example for if they need to test their test weapon builds, just for the sheer fact that they can just hit him forever and ever. And not really suffer any consequences for it, for the fact that he won't actually attack you, which is really cool. And just like most areas of the Covenant, you can actually warp to his bonfire. Well, it's kind of convenient if you want to go back to this place. I'm not sure why. But our next destination, actually, is kind of a bit different, because we're going to make a return to New Londo. Good reason, too.